Hey friends, it's Megan and it's time for another little edition of Celebrity Baby Names. So I do this at the beginning of each month. I like to look at what names celebrities used for their little ones the previous month. So we're going to look all the way back to the end of summer in August 2014 at what names were used. And these are in no particular order. I actually don't have too many names for this particular video. However, of the names that I do have, I think there are some juicy ones in the bunch. Lots of buzz about lots of these names, so let's go ahead and jump on in. First off, I have Rebecca Minkoff and Gavin Bellour, and they welcomed a daughter named Bowie Lou. Bowie has traditionally been a male name. It's Scottish and Irish. It's a surname name that means fair-haired and blonde. Straight away, this reminds me of David Bowie. I do think Bowie has kind of a cute, cutesy sound to it. Personally, I prefer it on a boy. Let me know if you prefer it on a boy or a girl. And because it's Rebecca Minkoff's child, not name related, I have had my eye on one of her handbags, and I've got my eye on another handbag from another house. But I'm just curious if any of you have Rebecca Minkoff bags, if you like them, if the quality's good. Leave that in the comments for me below, just side note, and if I get one, I'll show you guys. I don't know. Okay, next up, Eva Amurri and Kyle Martino welcomed a daughter named Marlowe Maye, and so that makes her a triple M alliteration, Marlowe Maye Martino. When I hear the name Marlowe, I always think of the famous writer Christopher Marlowe. Marlowe is an Old English surname meaning driftwood, and that O sound at the end of names is really smooth, and a lot of people are liking that. It sounds really kind of current and on trend. I actually did a video a while back that I'll link down in the description box for you, that is all about names that end in the O sound, like Shiloh, Marlowe, Arlo. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. Next up, Savannah Guthrie and Michael Feldman kind of surprised people with their choice for their daughter's name. They named her Vale Guthrie. So Vale is a place name and a nature name. It's also English meaning valley by the stream. And Savannah said that part of why she chose this name is when she was holding her newborn baby girl, that she was just so serene and sweet looking. And so she thought Vale really fit. Then Christina Aguilera and Matt Rutler welcomed a daughter together named Summer Rain. Summer is a season name, and Summer is currently number 188 in popularity here in the United States. A ton of people have asked me about this name on Instagram and through other, social media outlets. All my social media is down in the description box below, and my Instagram's Tulip by any name. Okay, enough shameless plugs. My thoughts on Summer Rain. Personally, I think it's a little hard to put two word names together without them sounding like a product to me. Like, hi, try some Summer Rain. That's what it sounds like. I don't know, like it should be a shower wash or something. However, I have to say, I was surprised by all the backlash about this name because it's pretty tame compared to many kind of kooky, crazy celebrity baby names. Like, you can get through life being named Summer. I don't know, my thoughts, but let me know what you think in the comments below. And Christina has a son from previous relationship, so Summer joins older brother Max Liron, and so together her children then are Max and Summer. I always like to hear the complete sibling set if I know the older children's names. Okay, next up, Carson, Daly, and Siri Pinter welcomed their third child together and second daughter, and her name is London Rose. So London is a place name and a surname. It's currently number 85 for girls here in the United States. It is a name that has really been on the rise. It is up 700 spots in popularity just in the past 10 years. And she joins older brother Jackson James and older sister Etta Jones. So together their children then are Jackson, Etta, and Little London. Next up, Dave Grohl and Jordyn Blum welcomed their third child, their third daughter actually, together, and her name is Ophelia Saint. Ophelia is a Greek name meaning help. It's also a tragic Shakespearean character and a name that's often associated with young women's struggles and depression. I do think Ophelia has a really cool sound to it, and it makes for an interesting female name that begins in the letter O, much less popular than Olivia, for example, which is a top 10 name. And she joins older sisters Violet Maye and Harper Willow. So together they have Violet, Harper, and Ophelia. I think Violet and Ophelia sound absolutely like they should be sisters. Harper sounds fine too, but Violet and Ophelia is like a perfect sibling match to me. Okay, next up, Pete Wentz and Meagan Camper. Before I talk about their baby, I just have to say Meagan Camper spells her name the way I do, so that always makes me excited. Okay, pause over, shout out over. They welcomed a son together named Saint Lazslo. It's really interesting. The last baby I talked about was Ophelia Saint, and this one is Saint Lazslo. So two celebrities used the name Saint somewhere in their children's names last month. So maybe Saint is the new celebrity baby name. I don't know. Saint is a word name or a title traditionally used in Christianity to describe a very holy or sacred person. And he joins older brother Bronx Mowgli. So together, Pete's boys then are Bronx and Saint. Next up, Stacey Keibler and Jared Pobre welcomed a daughter named Ava Grace. Ava Grace is a really popular combination right now, and this one didn't shock me at all. I feel like I could have almost predicted that Ava would be a name that she would choose. Melissa Rycraft, who was on The Bachelor, she has a daughter named Ava Grace, so like I said, she's probably around 3 years old. It's a combo that people are liking right now. Ava is a Latin name that means like a bird. It may also be derived from Eve or a variation of Eve. Pretty popular in the United States. Ava is the number 5 name for girls in popularity, and I do think it is a name that ages pretty well. Next up, Drew and Brittany Breeze welcomed their 4th child and first daughter, and her name is Rylan Judith. So Rylan with this spelling is a variation of Rylan, R-Y-L-A-N, which is a little bit more popular with boys in the U.S. than girls, but it is unisex. It's got an Irish and English background to it, meaning island meadow or Ryland, like R-Y-E. And she joins 3 older brothers, and their names, all the siblings' names end in the letters E-N. So her brothers are Callan Christian, Balin Robert, and Bowen Christopher. So all together, it's a little bit rhymey. Their sibling set is Callan, Balin, Bowen, and Rylan. Try saying that 10 times fast. Okay, so now we're going to pick our favorite names of the names that I discussed. Usually I'll break this down and talk about the girls' names, pick my favorite, and then the boys' names and pick my favorite. But since there was only one boy on this list for this month, I'm just going to squish them all together and just pick a couple favorites. You do the same in the comments below. I'd love to hear what everyone's favorites are. So the names that I talked about real quickly were Bowie, Marlowe, Vale, Summer, London, Ophelia, Saint, Ava, and Rylan. And to be honest with you, there's no name on this list that I really love. I do think Ophelia is really neat. I wouldn't use it because of the literary connection just personally, but it's a cool name. For a name lover, it's a cool name. And then there's something kind of cute about Bowie. So those would be my picks. Love to hear your picks in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. All these names and their parents' names are down below in case you need to reread them. Do comment. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I'll see you soon for the next video. Bye-bye.